G'day Cobbers, and welcome to the Coin Cobber channel. Today, we're diving into a proper heavyweight bout in the crypto world. You've got the reigning champ, Solana, squaring off against the revolutionary challenger, Sui. Let's crack into it.
So here's the plan. We'll start by setting the scene, then we'll meet our two contenders. After that, we'll see them go head-to-head, and we'll finish up by figuring out if there's really room for both of them at the top.
Okay, let's get stuck into it. First up, why are we even having this conversation? Why are we even talking about these new blockchains?
Well, it's pretty simple really. The old guard, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they were revolutionary, no doubt about it. But they're just too bloody slow for things like high-speed trading or complex gaming or the sort of apps you'd actually want to use every single day.
And this right here shows you the massive gap we're talking about. Bitcoin, it chugs along at about 7 transactions per second. Ethereum does a bit better at 30. We are literally talking about going from a horse and cart to a rocket ship. This is the exact problem that Solana and Sui were built to solve.
Right, let's get to our reigning champ, Solana. Now this isn't some flash in the pan. This thing is a fair dinkum powerhouse. Just have a squiz at that number, 71 million. That's the average number of transactions that Solana processes every single day. That is the kind of mind-boggling scale we're talking about. It's a proper, bustling digital city.
So how in the world does it pull this off? Well, the secret sauce is something unique called proof of history. The easiest way to think about it is like a super fast clock that's baked right into the blockchain. It stamps every single event with a verifiable timestamp, so everyone can agree on the order of things instantly without having to argue about it.
And all that speed has built a massive, bloody moat around it. It's got the cash, over $10 billion locked in. It's got the big institutional players on board, and it's got a huge army of developers building on it. Make no mistake, it is the established king for a reason.
But here comes the challenger, Sui. And listen, it's not just another Solana clone, it's playing a completely different game altogether.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. Sui's core idea is a total rethink. Instead of one big, shared ledger that everyone has to line up for, Sui uses what it calls an object-centric model. It treats your assets, your coins, your NFTs, as individual objects.
And this is the absolute genius of it. If you're just sending a coin to your mate, your transaction doesn't need to get stuck in line behind some massive complex DeFi trade. It just goes straight through, completely bypassing the main queue. It's like having your own personal express lane on the freeway.
And this project, it has some serious pedigree. We're talking about the brains who built Meta's crypto project, and it's backed by a mountain of cash. They're laser-focused on safety, using a language called Move, which is designed from the ground up to protect digital assets. That, plus a structure that's built to avoid network-wide traffic jams, well, you can see why it's a huge drawcard.
All right, time for the main event. Let's put them side by side and see how they really stack up. No pulling punches here.
So, when you look at the tail of the tape, you can see the key differences, right? Solana is the proven beast, the champ in the ring right now, with over 10 billion in DeFi value. But then you look at Sui's theoretical speed and finality for simple stuff, and it's just mind-bogglingly fast. It's the new kid on the block, for sure, but it looks like it's built for a whole different kind of fight.
But hang on, check out the momentum. Developers are flocking to Sui at a hell of a rate. That innovative object model and the safety of the Move language we just talked about, that's what's getting people really excited. This chart, this shows you where the new ideas and the buzz are brewing.
So who takes the crown? Well, maybe, just maybe, that's the wrong question to be asking. This is looking less like a knockout punch and more like a split decision.
The tech itself suggests it isn't. They're not really competing in the same weight class. Not for the same prize anyway.
What we're probably going to see is something called market segmentation. They're basically carving out their own turf, becoming specialist tools for different kinds of jobs. You wouldn't use a sledgehammer to hang a picture, would you? Same idea here.
Think of it like this. Solana is fast becoming the Wall Street of crypto, the financial hub. Meanwhile, Sui is building the engine for the next generation of interactive worlds and smart assets, like for gaming and complex NFTs. Two different empires.
Exactly. This isn't about picking one horse and betting the farm on it. The smart play is to understand what each one is good for and where they're heading.
So, that really just leaves you with a choice. As these two giants go off and build their separate empires, you've got to ask yourself, where do you want to play? Which new world are you going to build in? Right then, that's a wrap. If this was helpful, do us a solid and hit that like button and subscribe to CoinCobber. We'll be back with more straight-up crypto breakdowns, no fluff. Cheers!